Never went down.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, and it does shine
And it
so
just
that you can.
glows,
It
yes.
shines and it glows and you
Yes.
can see it, no?
I mean, it's a special gift to Rudolph.
Now, if he were like to get out in the sunlight or something, would it not glow as much, or does it just glow?
No, at any time.
Yeah.
At any
What
time.
do you think of that?
You know, he was the youngest in this family of reindeer,
Mm-hmm.
and he wasn't too well,
Mm-hmm.
and so he was, well, he wasn't the most popular kid on the block,
As they
so to
say, the
speak.
runt of the family.
Yeah, the runt of the family.
Yeah.
And but then after we found out that he could guide us, well, everybody started loving him.
Yeah.
Everybody's got something good that we can enjoy and love them for,
Mm-hmm.
right?
In fact, I think that anybody that has a specialty like that sort of makes them unique.
And we all have a specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just a twinkle in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's
Well,
an interesting finger.
how about white hair and
See, that's very interesting. See?
Yeah.
And that's just all natural. I remember that from years ago.
Yeah.
So that's your specialty right there,
Yeah.
besides your glib tongue.
It's
And but everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
Joyce over there.
Oh yeah.
Steve, is that Steve?
Well, look at you. You got the
Who's
prettiest-
behind the other camera?
Who? Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think what's special about Steve
Yeah.
is his cap that he wears.
the cap.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just
Why don't
makes
you
him-
come over here, Steve? Let's take a look at that cap.
Yeah. Steve,
Come on over here and sit on
Listen-
Santa's lap. Yeah. All right. Let's see that cap there.
Yeah, there you see. Steve.
Is that San Francisco Giants?
That would be the Giants.
Yes. And,
Steve, what do you want for Christmas? What would you like to ask
Yeah.
Santa for Christmas?
Joy to the world.
joy to the world.
And all the boys.
Joy to the world, for the world is fun. Da 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 da
Steve,
da da
I got
da.
something for you.
Thank you.
All
sir.
right. You been a good boy this year?
I've tried.
Yeah. You going to school down there at UC Santa Cruz?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I keep an eye on you down there, you know.
Uh,
Oh!
Somebody better keep an
I
eye
kind
on
of
you.
stopped him there.
oh, no, I've been good, Santa. You know.
That's good.
That's good. That's
And it's real nice you coming around here and do a show for old Eric.
No, yeah, well,
Yeah.
Eric, we go way back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've known
Good.
each other
I mean,
for
many weeks.
Really?
yeah many
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 weeks.
decades of weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Many decades of weeks.
Weeks, yes.
A multiplicity of weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's college speak, huh?
Yeah, that's
Multiplicity.
I learned that there, actually.
You
A
did.
vocabulary word.
Is that right?
Vocabulary. You even learned that word.
did.
That's great.
Yeah.
Plethora.
Children,
Plethora.
listen to this young man here.
Plethora.
All these plethora.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh,
What does
my.
that mean?
That means many.
See
Wow.
what you can learn when you go to college, children?
Mendacity.
Mendacity.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. We
That
appreciate it.
is terrific. You think they're going to
Well,
pay you a
gee-
lot of money for knowing those words?
No.
Gee, Steve, it's terrible that you have to go now. That
I've got to get
All
you
right.
gotta get
you
back.
be
Thank
good
you,
boy.
Steve.
And I bet Jason back there knows a few words too that he learned out there.
Yeah, Jason is our director here.
Reciprocity.
Oh, there's a good one.
That's a good one. I like that. I
There's
like
a
that.
$2 one there.
I like that.
Yeah.
It almost is curiosity, but it sort of
Yes.
has its own
You almost make
reciprocity to it. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
So did you learn some new words now today, kids? Yeah. Good for you. Now,
And you didn't even go to college yet.
no, you haven't. Well, it's just stick around us, and you will get through college. I'll tell you.
Well, Eric, I don't know how much time you got going here, but
Well, we only got a couple of minutes now.
how about let's all do Jingle Bells?
You want to sing Jingle Bells? Yeah. Oh, why we get to
Now,
sing Jingle
you
Bells
boys
Santa
and
Claus?
girls,
I love
big
this.
and little out there, I want you to join along with
Okay,
us, huh?
boys, girls, and,
Yes.
and man and ladies.
Yes.
Everybody, we're going to sing
no
Jingle
matter
Bells right now.
how
John,
old a kid you
I
are.
see you behind the couch right now. Why don't you
Uh-huh.
sing Jingle? Terry, I
Well, let's,
see you right there. Okay.
Okay.
Get out and
Here.
sing. Jingle.
Everyone here
Stephen,
now.
will you get all those chips out of your mouth? We're about to sing Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
So okay,
Here we
we're
go.
gonna Okay.
Here we go. dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ho, ho, ho! When the bells ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey.
All right. Hey, give
You
yourselves a hand out there.
You may have not noticed it, but I always know the jingle parts. Jingle bells, jingle, yeah. Jingle all the way. You know, sort of, I hope you don't mind. It's sort of.
It's sort of he lips over the, well, where's he?
Well, Santa, we have to wrap it up here, but I'll tell you, I really want to thank you for dropping by.
Well, it's getting a little warm here, you know.
Yeah, you probably want to get back to the North Pole, you know, where it's a little bit cool off and all. And
But I'm going to be watching.
Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. And you're, okay, give me your name again. Thank you, Crystal Cake. Stand up real fast. Show your pretty dress off. There you go. And you're good. Help me out. Come on. What's your name?
BJ.
BJ. Yeah, I like that name. Okay, BJ, stand up. Show yourself. Come on. There you go. Now that's a lovely dress. I like that one too. And
Kim.
Kim, could you please stand up and give our folks a hi? Oh, okay, and one more. You're
Sarah, stand up.
Stand up, come on.
Sarah was a surprise. She didn't know she's going to be on the show.
Now,
tonight.
one of your sisters couldn't make it, right?
Yeah, Jessica.
Jessica couldn't make it. You want to say hello to Jessica?
Hi, Jesse.
Okay, Jesse, we miss you and we wish you were here maybe next time.
Christmas night, though. Christmas Eve.
Okay, well, thank you for making us an honorary up. We'll see you then. And, folks, we'll be right back after this important, well, stay tuned, you know. I mean, that's the idea of it. That's the show. Stay tuned.
Well, hey there, hot fudge cakes. How about an ice cream social at your place? Ice cream offers us hundreds of varieties of flavor, and it's not just a treat to eat, it's a valuable food. Builds brains, bones, breasts, boners. The absolute best ice cream is made from sweet, fresh cream. Keep it in your icebox and serve it in bowls. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream right now.
On the next The Time of Our Life.
Your aunt was a fine woman.
Yes, I think she was. I wish I knew more about her. But she lived far away, and we didn't write to each other.
Well, she was a very quiet person, but she was very smart and very well organized, and she wasn't poor when she died. And I think she must have liked you very much. If she had not liked you, she wouldn't have included you in her will.
And you said in your letter that I was in her will?
Yes, that's right.
I'm surprised. I never expected that she would leave me anything. I would have expected that she might have left me a little something if I had visited her or I had talked to her. But we didn't communicate with each other, so I didn't expect it.
Well, let me read the part of the will that applies to you. Here it is. And I bequeath the remainder of my estate to my nephew, who I believe has a good heart.
That's nice of her. But the remainder of her estate, after she has given things to others, that won't be much, will it?
Oh, yes. It's about $1,350,000.
That's The Time of Our Life, Mondays on OMG.
Live from the Roxy Theater in Central Ohio, it's The Late Stream with Automatic. This is Mr. Strontium along with Hefty Satchel and the OMG Orchestra, inviting you to join us for a spectacular OMG Studios production. Auto's guest tonight is in the title, with musical guests in the description. Now look over there. It's Otto.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you for that hearty pre-recorded applause. A little for Hefty Satchel and the OMG Orchestra. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, and welcome to yet another episode of The Late Stream. I am your host, Automatic. I'm hoping this program finds you well. So, I guess you could say we're kind of getting used to things here. Not completely, but a little bit. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with this applause thing. Here we go. And if you might have seen last time, I got a little ticked off about the applause. I don't usually have a temper, but it was grating. Honestly, it was grating. Honestly, it reminds me of when I used to play games as a kid. Because again, we're all gamers here, right? Gamers. When I was a kid, I used to get. Have you ever gotten so mad that you thought about, just for a split second, beaming your controller straight through your TV monitor? This is something that I vividly remember, getting that angry at a game. Now, I was good at keeping to myself, mind you. I would almost say that video games were kind of an inadvertent babysitter for my parents, because I don't know if you can relate. If you're like me, it's if I sit down to a good game, it's kind of like, yep, nope, I will not need sleep. No, thank you. No food, please. In fact, I don't think I'll need anything until Wednesday. Thank you. Okay, well, depending on what day it is, that could be a stretch, but at the same time, I think some of you out there could relate to that. So I suppose in that way, the gaming system kind of was a babysitter for me. It was the best babysitter I ever had. It never seduced me. Oh, but yet it did. It did in a certain way. I don't know. But that's it. I was a shut-in gamer. You know, if I lost a game, I didn't go running to my parents complaining. So I suppose they kind of got off easy on that, because I know a lot of kids go to their parents, and it brings up that old adage that, you know, if you're having this much fun with it, then why are you continuing to play? I think people have been saying that, or something to that effect, for hundreds upon hundreds of years. If it's that frustrating, why do you persist, you know? But yeah, I consider throwing the controller through the monitor. That is truly scorched earth material. That's kind of biting the hand that feeds you in a way. But yet, it crossed my mind anyways. You really see the attitude with I guess, video game jocks. You know? Quote unquote jocks. I mean, they have the attitude. In a sense, they are jocks save for the athletic prowess. You see this with esports. People getting in each other's faces, talking mad shit. And I'm thinking, like, are these guys really going to fight? It's going to be either a really quick or very long fight. None of these men appear powerful. Hell, I don't know. Fuck, what are they going to do? They're going to thumb wrestle? That might impress me. I mean, gamers, you know, got that thumb action going. But it's interesting. I didn't play a lot of competitive games. Occasionally I do. I get chased around on Sea of Thieves by people that I attack that are screaming, dude, suck my dick, suck my dick. And I'm thinking, you got on Sea of Thieves for that? To get blowjobs? I don't think it's there are other places you can go. There truly are. I think I get mostly upset with, well, honestly, I guess games just don't strike me as being as difficult as they were when I was growing up. I can remember, like, trying to take that same jump over and over in a 2D side-scroller. And just doing that for, like, an hour. And it was infuriating. When you're just, it's so repetitious that you're actually taking time to think about what you're doing. That's where it gets dangerous. It's like some load screens today. When the load screen is so long that you start to reflect upon your life, then you got problems here. Whoever developed the game, you got problems. Anyhow, I guess with gaming, it's interesting. There's all sorts of stereotypes that we have. I remember telling my dad I had this pipe dream that, what do you want to do with your life? This was a common question from him, you know, and I'd say, I want to grow up and be a professional gamer. And he'd say, you can't do both. You can't do both. There was a bit of shame involved, you understand. There was it's like, what do you tell the girlfriend or the girl that you're dating? Do you tell her that you're into gaming? Better yet, do you tell her parents? She takes you over to her parents' house and her dad says, what do you do for a living? Oh, I bag groceries or whatever it is you do. Oh, great, good for you. You know, it's a good start for somebody your age. Now, what do you do for fun? Oh, I like trucks. I like big trucks. I want to be a trucker. I play snow runner. You know what I do? It's kind of unconventional. I dance. I bought Just Dance 2020. I'm a builder. I like to build and tinker. I play Minecraft. City planning is my thing. You get where I'm going with this. You know, but and as far as actually telling them that I played games, no. I think I'd even shield that until I had already caught the girl I was dating. In such metaphorical terms, it strike as so endearing. Caught her. Once I had her in my net, then I'd reveal, I'm a gamer too. I don't know. I've dated girls that weren't too impressed. I remember one girlfriend had an issue with me playing Tomb Raider. She did not like Lara Croft. I'd almost say she was jealous, but Lara Croft, I mean, she honestly looked like she was out of a early MTV video. Like, I want my MTV, that video. She looked like one of those characters, so how could you be jealous of her? But I think the ex had some serious insight, because she and I both got uglier over the years, and Lara Croft got looking a hell of a lot better. And it begs the question, and I might put this into my lightning round, but, I mean, do you seek a gamer girl if you're a guy? If you're a gal, do you seek a gamer guy? Or, I mean, do you understand the inherent risk of, now you gotta share your bandwidth, you move in together, you gotta have, like, 2 consoles, I guess. Back in the day, you could split screen, and even then, it was a concession. You were ceding half of your television screen to your girlfriend or friends. Anyways, I'm glad that online gameplay is a thing now. But then again, I mean, do you want a gaming virgin? Don't read into that. That sounded worse than I meant it. At least in that case, you could teach them everything there was to know about gaming, and break up within the week. Or do you? I guess most often it was girls that kind of looked down on gaming, but I lucked out in the end. Systematic, she played. Anything associated with the dead, in retrospect. Dead Island, The Walking Dead, Telltale series. Left 4 Dead is one she still mentions from time to time. Good stuff. Anyways, I think I have left the audience dead, so I will conclude this monologue. Folks, again, we have a heck of a show for you this evening. Thanks for joining us. When we come back from the break, we will meet a good friend of ours, Reggie Smokes, in a little segment we call Mucking with Mirelurks. After that, we'll have our main guest for the evening, Mr. Japic O'Death, followed by a little number by a band we call Ishkabibble. Stick around, folks. We'll be back after these messages. You spot one of those shiny red rockets just off the road, you know you're good to go. They offer the finest service nationwide. You already know they sell gasoline, diesel, and coolant for your nuclear engine. But the perks, they go well beyond the automated pump. Car troubles? Step inside a Red Rocket garage, where a 5-star service technician will keep your car road ready for what awaits you over the horizon. Or come on inside, where you'll find a wide variety of products designed to maintain your vehicle and extend its lifespan. Creature comforts for the vice in all of us. Beverages range from Nuka-Cola, ice-cold beer, to piping hot coffee, so strong it'll keep you wide awake on those long hauls. And let's say your journey takes you atop Makeout Mountain with a gal named Jenny. Hop inside the Red Rocket restroom facilities, where you'll find one of these state-of-the-art Condomatic dispensers. There'll be one of these bad boys available in every single Red Rocket restroom come 2078. Speaking of facilities, Red Rockets are clean as a whistle because your comfort is their top priority. See, when you step inside a Red Rocket, you're greeted by courteous, friendly staff. But underneath it all are pure professionals who got the know-how to keep your car up and running. This is stock car legend Lightning Bob McAllister. When I need to make a pit stop, I've only got one stop on my list. That's the Red Rocket. They've been taking care of me for well over a decade, and by doing this commercial, I aim to take care of them. So what is it you're looking for, friend? Self-service, full service, or authentic automated service? Whichever it is, Red Rocket's got you covered. So next time you're out on the open road, friend, do yourself a favor. Drive in, fly out, Red Rocket. Drive in, fly out, Red Rocket. When the New England Commonwealth's Air National Guard takes to the skies for a bombing run or just good clean fun, an otherwise happy flight can turn downright hairy at the drop of a dime.
Hey, affirmative, GCA. It's hard to tell the forest from the trees up here, over.
That's why, on their final approach, the crew of this big mother are aided by GCA, or Ground Control Assistance, and a state-of-the-art system powered by Mass Fusion's fusion cores.
Can you repeat your last?
Look at that. It's a soupy mess out there today, boys. Best to take care.
Just need you to confirm there should be neither forest nor trees up there. If you could verify, that'd be great. Over.
It's a delicate process, you know, guiding one of these sex surfers down to the runway, fully laden with bombs. One wrong move, and kablooey! The Reds win. But this crew demonstrates confidence, bolstered by the notion that they have at their back the support of Mass Fusion. John Q. Public knows that it has the men and the women of the armed forces to thank for the defense of the nation. But they should also consider the proud employees at Mass Fusion, who stand arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder, cheek to cheek, with the men and women who defend us on a daily basis.
Gee, Todd, thanks for getting me a coffee, son of a bitch. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you wanted one. You don't mind if I just said this. Oh shit, spilled it.
Uh-oh, what's this? Power surge leads to power outage. Fortunately, this facility has been provided a reserve generator by Mass Fusion. Once that's spooled up, bingo, we're back in the green. Bring her in, boys.
Apologies. We're fine down here. How are you? Todd spilled his coffee all over the panel here. Had a slight power outage. Todd's an ass.
Todd's an ass.
I'm right here, guys. I'm not an ass. It was a mistake. I'm sorry. Sorry, Captain.
Eyes on the runway. Getting close now.
He is an ass.
Touchdown! And oh, what a feeling beats believing, and all made possible by mass fusion.
Love that song.
Oh, what a feeling. Oh, what a feeling. Da, 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 da.
Even the vehicles on the ground are powered by mass fusion cores. Whether it's recreational, residential, commercial, or, as you see, military, mass fusion is powering the nation. Mass fusion is powering the war. Proud sponsor of the UMS, whatever that stands for.
It stands for battle.
Well, welcome back. I think we're getting a little better with the laugh track. I am joined, of course, by thank you, folks. Boy, the applause went a little long there. I'm joined by Mr. Strontium. Mr. Strontium, how have you been lately, my friend?
Spent the night in the clink.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, some asshole whose name I couldn't imagine or guess decided to call the law because I was having too much fun in my autonomous zone.
No. Now, who would call the police on you? You know what?
Obviously, somebody who's jealous of my success.
Did the cops, they were out back then? This was in the back lot, or did they pick you up on the streets?
How would they get me on the streets? I never go anywhere. Of course, it was in the back lot.
It was in the Casper. Do you can we I don't know. You got footage of the back lot?
You know I have footage. Don't I always have footage?
This is how I know you called the police, Otto.
Who, Casper?
No, is his name Otto?
Oh man, I wouldn't call the police on you.
Intern, are you on that footage?
Come on, somebody feed us the footage, Casper. Feed us the footage.
Jesus
Or not.
Christ. These are the people that I have to work with.
We've got to work with them too, unfortunately. Here we go. Oh my. Oh my.
We'll cut that.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll cut myself.
That's definitely getting cut. If it doesn't, apologies, folks.
But anyway.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we got something.
Oh, God, interns.
Oh, he wasn't shitting. How many people are there, Strawn? Were you having a party?
Yeah, me and the mannequins. We were welcoming the newcomers.
Holy shit, those are mannequins. Oh, my. Well, so what? What do you think it was? Was it a noise complaint? Well, why did you get arrested? They wouldn't arrest you for what I'm seeing.
Well, you know, one thing led to another, and the next thing I knew, I was naked. Apparently, that's a crime.
You were, okay, okay. Casper, are you still there?
I'm always here. I'm always listening. Just not always paying attention.
I don't think we want to see the footage where he's naked. So.
You think I reviewed this footage beforehand?
Yeah, I don't. So I'm suggesting we kill the footage and get it. Hey, there's Strawn's wife. Boy, looking lovely as ever.
What's her name again?
Wife.
Becky. Oh, wife. We better kill the footage before he gets naked, please. If that's, can you have, what's his name?
Hey, you asked for footage.
There we go. Well, that's crazy, Strawn. What? So, do you know what what were the charges? They had to tell you.
Lewd and lascivious behavior or something.
My goodness,
They took
that
the
is.
mannequins.
They took the mannequins.
Yeah, the popo came and took all my mannequin friends.
I didn't mean for them. I mean, insane, insane. What'd you serve at your party? Was it donuts or?
There wasn't any food at the party. I'm not made out of money.
I hear that. I hear that. Well, I'm glad you mentioned food because we're all about good food here at the late stream, and
Fooled me.
so you're not impressed with what craft services is providing.
I'm not impressed with anything.
That is fair enough. I think that is fair. Well, that I just Strawn. Sometimes I don't know what to say. You got me at a loss for words.
Well, that's nothing new.
Okay, it's always with this. Well, it's good to see Becky anyway, or whatever her name is. Good to see wife. Isn't it weird for me to call her wife?
No, that's her name. It'd be weird if you didn't call her that.
Okay, well,
Now it's weird when she calls me daddy late at night. That's another story.
I think we have pressing issues.
Yeah, hey, that's fucking interesting, everything. But what else can we talk about?
wow. We do have a segment coming up, and boy, you folks are in for such a treat. We call this next segment "Muckin' with Marler." Strawn, do you remember? Do you remember Reggie Smokes?
Unfortunately, I've been to his restaurant. Much like the health department, I was not very
Hey,
impressed.
you ready for me yet?
Oh, almost over there. Yeah. Chef Smokes is on the program, and he's gonna, like I said, it's called Mucking with Marlers. It is my great honor to introduce a friend of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't applaud; you'll scare the pets. I'd like to introduce Chef Reggie Smoke. Chef, take it away.
Hey, Reggie Smoke here from Reggie Smoke's Delicatessen. We got some good food here for you today. This ain't no Joe Spucky's. We're gonna get you some gourmet shit going on here. All right. So we got.
I was
You
gonna say,
interrupted me
what are you
already?
cooking? I
Apologize. You know what? Why don't you shut up? All right.
All right.
All right. We got Mylar cakes. We got Mylar omelets. We got Mylar roasts.
Are we gonna be making the Marler Queen steak?
I ain't wrestling with no Mylar Queen. That's like taking a candy bar away from a fat person.
No.
You ever done that before? Yeah, you look like.
Yeah, it's not hard as long as you can outrun them.
This guy gets it. I like him. Anyway, what do you
Well,
want to start off?
Well, what all goes into the? I see you got a lot of Mirelurk meat there in the claw. Are we going to be using soft shell meat to make these Mirelurk cakes?
Soft shell meat. Do you make a death claw Wellington with a Brahmin?
No.
All right then. No soft shell meat here. You need regular Mylark meat.
Okay. So we've got the Mirelurk meat. Yeah. Chef Smoke, could you tell us what all goes into this spectacle that we're performing here?
All right, so you take the meat, the Mylark meat from the claw, and you add some razor grain, you add some oil, and then you add Mylark egg.
So this is the Mirelurk meat that you have canned here. What is this? What is this in front of me here? I'm just gonna hazard a guess. Is this the razor grain?
Oh, you're a fucking genius! I tell you, yeah, it's the razor grain.
Okay, and what's this in these little black bottles? What is this?
The label says oil, so I'm guessing it's oil.
Okay, and then you got this big old egg. That's pretty large for a Mirelurk egg. Can I get involved? Can I crack this puppy open for you?
No. This ain't no Joe Spunkies. I don't want your dirty hands all over my egg. It took me a while to get that from the castle.
It's like a giant goose egg, just like the segment.
This guy. I knew you. You know what? Next meal's on me, all right?
I hope so. The last one was on the floor.
Oh.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow. So I see you moved over to the stove. Things are really coming out quick now.
Yeah, that's right. We put the meat, the razor, and the oil, the egg. You put it all in the pot there, and right there, that's the omelet. That's just dirty water and egg.
Oh, the dirty water's where the flavor comes from. Don't touch that. I'm gonna eat that.
What
Oh,
all
hell
goes
yeah.
into this? Is this the roasted meat right here in front of me?
That is the roasted meat. All you
Mm.
do is you take the meat, you put it on the oven.
And
Here's
what's
the
that?
egg. That's the cake right there. That's the Myler cake there. Isn't that delicious looking?
Oh, yeah. And the smell, I'm getting a real Meyerler smell from all of this. It's just kind of fishy, a little bit crabby.
Wow,
I don't.
there you go.
Overpowering.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
it's
tell you,
good.
if you like that crab
Can we
smell, I
turn a
know this
light
chicken.
on over here?
You'd have to talk to Casey up in the control room for that.
Casey, pay the goddamn electrical bill.
What
Okay.
kind of place you running here there, Twato?
I'm trying to run the late stream. See, I mean that's all, But I don't control the lights. I'll tell you what, Chef Smoke. This all smells awkward, but I'm sure it's delicious. Tell me about Meyerler jerky. Is it true the antifreeze goes into that?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's the
damn
good
right.
stuff.
I would have made it tonight, but I got a little saucy out back and I drank it.
You drank the antifreeze?
Yeah, and we need to hurry this up. I'm starting to feel a little woozy, and I want to be able to get it up for this hood rat that I got hanging out in Hangman's Alley.
Christ.
Let's go to commercial. I gotta take a wicked shit.
Okay, folks, I want to thank you for being patient with me and entertaining our fine chef here, Chef
Patient, I
Reggie
better have a
Smoke.
fucking paycheck by the end of this.
You will.
Good luck with that.
Thank you for being on the program. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. I don't know if I'm going to do this again.
All right, folks, we'll be back after these brief messages.
Home sweet home. And what does one think of when they think of home? Comfort, warmth, security, and safety. But just how safe are our homes? Whether it's that crumple on the carpet that trips you up, or that blasted chair that gives out from under you. Perhaps it's Samuel's roller skate that puts you on your ass. Home can be a dangerous place. Take little Sally, for instance. She should not be playing so near to that office fan. So much for Sally's digits. Or Ralph. Ralph is an arsonist in the making. Oh, thank heavens that fire went out, Ralph. You could have... Oh, never mind. Better back off. Or little Thomas. He just finished writing his farewell letter. At least, that's what some may presume, judging from the fact that Thomas is about to produce his father's revolver from that drawer. No matter how well supervised your house is, it can be a downright dangerous place. Oh, Bertha, that's scalding hot water. Oh, I guess she knows that now. Bertha is being watched by not just one, but two nannies. But these feeble women are easily distracted by gossip of the day, soap operas, and the gardener, in reverse order. They're flabbergasted. They know not what to do about Bertha's wounds. Therefore, Bertha will be scarred for life. And that is precisely why, a long time ago, the brilliant minds at General Atomics International got together with the equally brilliant minds at Robco Industries to produce the incredible, multi-talented Mr. Handy, the only home supervisor you will ever need. Wake up each morning to a piping hot Luxembourg pot of fresh coffee, courtesy of Mr. Handy. Mr. Handy will tidy your home in enough time to take in a few shows of his own. Rest comfortably knowing the dishes that so trouble you will be done by Mr. Handy, and even take in a late-night show confident in the fact that Mr. Handy will sing your little ones to sleep. Mr. Handy expertly performs many duties, such as accounting, cleaning, comforting, cooking, childcare, entertaining, elderly care, grocery delivery, grooming, haircutting, makeup application, marital advice, pet care, pet grooming, personal assistance, and many more. There is no task too big for Mr. Handy to handle. So what are you waiting for? Consult your General Atomics International sales rep or your Robco Industries sales rep today. Get your very own Mr. Handy and start making your home a safer place.
And we're back. We always appreciate it when Reggie Smokes is on the show, and we do hope to have him back soon. How about that hefty Satchel and the OMG Orchestra?
How about that?
Yeah, I was gonna say a resounding endorsement from the audience there. Hey, they're not doing too well keeping the spotlights on you, Strawn, are they? I've noticed this.
I'm used to not being in the spotlight. How'd you get here?
Hey, Japic O Death is our guest on the show this evening. Please don't applaud. We don't want you to scare the critters. Japic, it is an honor having you on the show. How are you this evening?
I'm just fine, thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate being here.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, Japic, you did us a big favor by being on the show. Kind of, I don't want to say last minute, but pretty darn close.
Think so, huh?
Yeah, we were gonna put Henry the Gerbil on, and that'll be a sign of our last episode when we have the Gerbil on as a guest. But then
Well,
you swooped in.
we're not done with this one quite yet, so I wouldn't be thanking me just yet.
Casper, can you keep Henry close?
I thought he would.
That's interesting. So, Japic, where to start? I guess I already asked you how you were doing. Let's get right to say YouTube. What got you started on YouTube? Why did you first start a channel, or if that's a different answer than why you started posting content, then I guess I'm asking both questions.
Well, let's see here. I'm really trying to remember how officially it began, but the truth is it was all started with Fallout. What I don't recall is whether just sitting around by myself playing video games, I started wondering about the PS4's ability to broadcast, and I figured if I was going to play anyway, why not play it and maybe meet some people along the way. I grew up with couch co-op, so my whole life that was kind of what I knew.
Oh yeah,
just hanging out with your friends playing video games, and so
split screen.
Yeah. I don't know if oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, now we have the luxury of online play. I mean, back then, it seems like split screen is not a thing anymore, really. But back then, you did have to cede half of your television screen to your buddy.
And that was even before the 4-player. I mean, when you go down to a quarter screen on the, what was it, the N64?
Yeah.
I never had that problem.
Not enough people to play with?
Exactly. I didn't have any friends, so I didn't have to share the TV.
Do you ever play with your mannequins? That wouldn't be possible now, would it, Otto?
Their reflexes aren't very fast for gaming.
I can imagine.
I take it that means you dominate in the PvP arena?
Oh, I dominate the mannequins in every way imaginable.
Oh, I was going to say something about them not having the reflexes that escape the cops, but damn.
No,
so Japic
showed up, they froze.
Oh dear.
This conversation's gonna ruin us.
I was ruined from the beginning. That's the trick. I was ruined from the very start. When you started your channel, what goals did you have? And was it just I guess you kind of already answered that. It was to meet other like-minded folks, or
Yeah, I guess so. It was I don't know, like I said, I was sitting there by myself anyway, and I just figured, what the hell, why not? Honestly, the first handful of times I streamed was on Twitch. And I remember sitting there the one day for like 4 hours talking to the TV. And in that 4-hour time, I didn't have one person comment. So I don't know if I even had any views on that stream or not, but I sat there by myself for 4 hours, playing a game, talking to the screen, and to nobody but open air.
Yeah.
And that was discouraging. I almost walked away from it, but decided to go over to try it on YouTube instead. And even on my first stream there, I even had a couple people drop through, and just kind of ran it from there and started making friends.
It is. It's so excruciating going through a stream with 0 viewers the whole time. Um, Posting a video that gets 0 views, and there's something admirable about the constitution of those of us that have endured that. We kept going anyways.
Yeah, even now sometimes I'll spend 2 hours producing a video of footage and get 3 views on it.
Yeah.
It's dedicate hours of the life and just put it in there. And it's like, you know what? I'm not doing it for the views, but I'm hoping that even the few that I get are enjoying at least what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
hard to say.
Well, I'm sure they are. I mean, it's especially when you begin a series. I mean, I'm the king of dropping series. But generally speaking, you start a series, you're gonna see it through anyways. So if a video comes and it doesn't get any views, yet you're enjoying the game you're playing, well, you're not gonna leave that video out. But there's something to that determination, constitution. I don't mean to. I'm not blowing smoke. I just think there's something to it that I think many people would have gone through that experience, not gotten any views, and been done with it. So I commend you.
There are days I wonder.
Yeah. But
But
say in the last 5, maybe even 10 years, well, what would be like maybe not your favorite game, but any game that comes to mind that was a good game that you still think about or still play?
I was, let's see here. The one I was probably the most blown away by, and it took me by storm, was probably when I got involved with Horizon Zero Dawn. The game was beautiful, it was unique, it was just this very interesting kind of game. And for that reason alone, that's the one title I'm officially really wanting to play on the PS5. That's kind of my starter for that system, is I want to have that game. But I don't know. There's been a lot of fun games along the way, so hard to really say all of them, but
That
certainly
was a
Horizon was
beautiful
amazing.
game. Yeah. Being a PS, a Sony game, I never got the chance to play it, but from what I saw of it, it was very beautiful and just kind of cool. Plus, wasn't it in your backyard? Like, didn't it take place in Colorado or something, somewhere around that area?
Yeah, not too far. The starting point for the game, actually, some of the first areas you get to when you get out of the kind of the beginner's area are, yes, my backyard, basically. I could actually go to landmarks that are here in my town in the game. I can visit places that are actually right here. So, yeah.
That's cool. I always wanted, I guess I kind of wanted GTA to do my city, but I don't see a Grand Theft Auto Columbus, Ohio around the corner.
Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get a Fallout or something.
That's true. That is true. Since Fallout did West Virginia, I think it gives me hope. Man, they stopped right at the Ohio River. I'm so close. Anyways, what about
Almost made it.
least with almost? Damn. Just like a rock's throw, I suppose, a stone's throw, they say. What about least favorite games? So something that sticks out in terms of like you just think of it and think, shit.
Let's see here. There's a couple. I don't generally walk away from a game in like the first 10, 20, 30 minutes. There are some where they just immediately piss me off and it's like, I gotta go. But the first one that's kind of coming to mind was actually one that I tried for a live stream even. And it was something that I'd gotten, I think, for free through PlayStation or something like that. And I'm sure there's going to be fans of the game out there that aren't going to like me saying it, but I did not like Warframe. I sat down to it. I was expecting it to be kind of like a Destiny. Destiny 2, I guess I'd played. I know there's other people out there certainly that are fans of the franchise for longer, but I played some of Destiny 2 and I enjoyed that. And Warframe looked similar, and It kind of was, but it pissed me off when they were requiring me to play with randos. They the very first dungeon you drop into, they just throw random people at the screen, and you're in the game with somebody else. You're like, who the hell's that guy? Friend, foe? He's not talking to me. I don't know this game. I don't know what's going on. And it was required to play with random people. It's like, that is not okay.
No.
It just kind of pissed me off, So I walked away from that one pretty fast.
So, Assassin's Creed, Fallout 4. What else are you're posting videos of? It's not Divinity, is it?
It is Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm playing on the stream right now, or not stream, on episodes.
So yeah, that Fallout 4 and Assassin's Creed. That's pretty much where you're at right now.
Yeah, those are the ones I play most frequently. Anyway, I mean, I finished up that Star Wars game on the Xbox,
right?
And I haven't gone back to get like 100% of the achievements or anything like that, but that was a fun game. I like that one. Although it was sometimes frustrating. Oh my goodness, that reminded me of another frustrating game, Dark Souls. Oh, that franchise killed me.
Yeah,
I tried hard.
I never played it, but I've heard that it's a frustrating title.
I think it took me an hour and a half to beat the first level. It was crazy. So yeah, Dark Souls has a special place in my heart for a cringe moment for me. But I know there's people out there really good at it, and they really enjoy it. So I'm not going to poo-poo that, but it's just not for me.
Your streams, in terms of a schedule, generally Friday night. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Right now, yeah. When I first started up, I had separated from my ex. We were sharing custody of the kids. I had them half the week. She had them the other half of the week. So, like I said, when I started streaming, I was just sitting at home by myself. So 3 or 4 nights a week, I was just literally by myself. If I wasn't at work, I was doing really nothing else unless I was hanging out with friends. So I used to stream many nights a week, just randomly, and now it's really back down to just Friday nights. A lot of my weekends have fallen away. I'm not doing it on Saturday nights or in the middle of the day, and I don't know, just too much going on, and the world is strange this year.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. I mean, if you ever do find yourself alone in that sense, have you ever considered getting maybe, I don't know, half a dozen to a dozen mannequins?
I'm not one of the kind of people that gets creeped out by those, fortunately. But at the same time, I don't go to them first for company. Let's say that.
Strawn likes mannequins more than people, I think.
It's an easy choice.
I've known some people that I think I would take a mannequin over. I'll agree with that.
Have you ever seen the movie Mannequin?
It's a masterpiece.
The 80s, Lady in the Department Store, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's that, Strawn? Do you know the cast?
No, I just know Kim Cattrall's in it.
Oh, okay. That'd be a good name for your wife, Kim Cattrall. Just throwing that out there. We can make a decision during the commercial breaks or post show.
No, I was just thinking, should I make a joke and say that my wife's acting isn't as wooden as Kim Cattrall? But I actually like Kim Cattrall.
That's fair. That's why she's on the couch, man. That is why. So Japic, when are you going to stream Sea of Thieves?
Oh boy. I have no idea. Potentially never.
Right.
No, honestly, the biggest reason I avoid multiplayer games in stream format is because I feel that I'm giving most of my attention to the game and to the people that are in the game with me and the things that we're doing together. And it's difficult as a streamer to separate myself enough from the game, the live action, the live conversations, the live decision making that's happening, and follow and interact with the chat at the same time. So
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I've had trouble in the past with it, and I feel bad, and I hear it even now with people that are doing it, like yourself. You got to talk to the folks in the chat, or sometimes you guys are so tied up with everything in the game you don't even see the chat for 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, the best I can do is say, "Sorry, chat, I'll read you later." Which is not a great thing to tell your audience, but
No, and it's not a bad thing as long as you're communicating. And I don't think that as a streamer that I give it enough justice, that I give my audience enough of my time in those moments. So I try to avoid those if I can. But
going back to crazy times, you're doing okay now, right? You had coronavirus.
I did indeed have coronavirus. That is correct. You heard it first.
Wow.
Actually, it was right after Thanksgiving. It was when I got it.
Did you know that? I mean, was it a random test, or did you know something was up?
I am a very healthy person as a rule.
Yeah.
I don't get sick. I don't feel poorly. And when the night of, I guess it was the Friday after Thanksgiving, when I wasn't feeling well, it kind of built and built. And the next day, it felt like I had a head cold. And so we were supposed to go over to my mom's house and set up a Christmas tree and kind of do those Christmas traditions. But I wasn't feeling well. And I said, just because of the world right now, maybe it's something to check on. So I went and I got tested just to be safe, just to check, and came back 3 days later that sure enough I was.
Wise decision not to go to your mom's.
Yeah. Well, but by then we'd already had Thanksgiving with the family, both of my families. So my son ended up catching it with me as well, but we were the only two in our immediate group that got it.
Wow.
But came from somewhere at work.
But you're feeling better now? I mean, this is behind you then?
Yeah, absolutely. It was just a couple of long weeks just hanging out at home. There was 1 week I didn't stream because I wasn't feeling well, and I don't know, just spent a lot of time on the couch.
Yeah.
Fortunately, no hospitalizations, so.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm glad for that, and I'm glad to hear you and your son are on the mend. That's good news. Good news indeed.
I went back to work yesterday. That wasn't my favorite, but
no, I'd imagine not. So now that you're back to good health, what pisses people off about you?
Oh boy. I am probably the thing that pisses most folk off, I would say, is I am too analytical. Too much brain, not enough heart.
Sure.
I can look at a situation and find the logic of the moment, and sometimes it comes down to, decision making that says, oh, this is a logical choice, this is the thing to do, so maybe the Spock in me is killing something, but it's gotten me in trouble before. Been accused of being cold, and it's like, sometimes I guess, if the moment calls for it, but.
Yeah, okay. That is interesting. What pisses you off?
Oh boy. Actually, I really try not to let things get me too badly. I learned a long time ago that there's a lot of things in life that aren't worth holding on to. And I've known some people that hold grudges, huge, horrible grudges. And years they just carry this crap with them. And I really try not to. But the truth is, I've got a little bit of a temper. I think I got it from my father. And I try my best not to let it out. But every now and again, the Hulk does enter the world, as it were. But it's usually just a bunch of little itty bitty things over time. There's eventually something happens, and it's the final straw, the last little bit. But I don't know.
It's
nothing
tough
really
to maintain that zen. Like You know, we can't all be Steven Seagal all the time.
Speak for yourself, man. I'm good with a kitchen knife. That's all I'm going to say.
Steven Seagal was a master of Zen. Anyways, you know, it is. I gotta say, we're not exactly at the end yet, but it is a pleasure having you on. It's I wondered how long it would take to get you on the show, and then we applied maximum pressure, but
You know, I usually don't crumble to that, so consider yourself lucky.
I do. This is like a double rainbow, and I'm taking it in, and except that I'm not even going to go gather the family so they can see it. It's just all for me and for you fine.
Gay.
Wait, he sure as hell killed that, didn't he, Japic?
I didn't even catch what Eeyore said. It was something gloomy about. Other than that, I got nothing.
Okay, well, I heard him loud and clear, and it hurt. But
they used to call me Eeyore in college.
Did they really?
Yeah, but it's not for the reasons one would think.
Okay. I don't want to know. I'm quite worried about that now. I'm not even going to ask you after the show. You know,
spoiler alert, it's because I got a donkey dick.
I tried to avoid having him say that. I truly did.
He's not giving you the full story. You know that, right? The real reason they called him Eeyore is because, it might have been a donkey dick, but it fell off like his tail. He was always leaving it everywhere. He's had to keep pinning the son of a bitch back on.
It
was about me like we're childhood friends or some shit.
That whole stays in Vegas business. It's not true with a video recorder. Is all I'm going to say. Not my fault.
Strawn does have a lot of cameras on him. I mean, have you seen how many security cameras are?
Change the conversation.
I'm sorry, up there.
Lackluster is asking us to change the conversation.
They don't want to talk about Strawn's donkey dick dildo.
There's no dildo involved. I don't make dildos.
No, they don't.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the heads up, Caspa. Anything else we want to say about the donkey dick dildo? Or not dildo, according to Strawn?
There are no dildos. I've used my bare hands like the settlers did.
Is the musical guest tonight going to be King Missile? I hear they have a song about it.
No. Unfortunately, we have to settle for Ishkabibble. No, actually, Ishkabibble. They're pretty good. They're damn good. But we'll have to look into them. We'll see if we can book them. I gotta ask about some. I don't know if people out there, if you believe in this kind of stuff, but I mean, of course, eerie things happen. Unexplainable events.
Like how I got
here. Right. How did Strawn manifest himself? Because nobody summoned him. He manifested himself. That's one of life's big mysteries. Another one is
congealed in a gutter.
Back in the back lot, right?
Exactly.
And then he struggled there on the floor until a wooden hand reached out to him. Anyways, that's a story for another show. There is, for instance, the Triangle of Death in Fallout, where strange things happen. What is this up by Sanctuary and Red Rocket? Strange happenings on the Sea of Thieves. Even I know that I have, and I don't know if Strawn can attest to it, or I think Caspa has been with me, and maybe you, Japic, where we've sailed up to just stuff floating in the air.
Yep.
And what it was is there was once a ship there. That's what they tell us. There was once a ship there, but the ship went away like a phantom ship, and all that remains now is stuff that was floating inside the ship. And it's just bizarre.
Just like my dad.
What? What? I'm not going to inquire for fear that we're going to go back to Triple D. What happened to you? Because, Japic, you have a story like this. What happened to you recently in the Sea of Thieves? Can you share that with us? Audiences, if you have children around, you might want to put them in the backyard for a half hour or so.
That's just a good general rule of thumb.
Agreed.
Just put them out back. They'll be fine. Rub a little dirt on it.
That's what we did with Strawn in the back lot.
My mom used to leave me alone with a bucket of snakes. Kept me entertained.
Hiss.
Bucket, I think. So what happened? Can you walk us through it? Was it a dark night?
Actually, it was kind of stormy. We were at I want to say Twin Groves. We were just hanging out. My kids wanted me to play a little bit, so we were sailing around, picking up some treasure, just finding whatever we were finding, try to avoid trouble. And we ended up over at Twin Groves, right on the edge of a storm. But we were actually on a quest to a voyage. I'm sorry, that's the proper term. We were on a voyage to get armament, gunpowder. So we were trying to dig up gunpowder barrels. And of course, we were storing them up in the mast and all those kinds of things. So we're on the fringe of this storm, sweating bullets that we're going to get the mast blown off. But it was raining and everything was going to be fine because it started to go away and ease up. And finally, we finished up the island and got our stuff on board and raised the sails, raised the anchor, went to turn the ship around, and just like a snap, the ship just disappeared.
The ship you were on vanished.
Yes. And it was just a little click, and it was gone. The rowboat that was attached to the back, gone. All the loot that was on board just dropped into the water, and instantly there was a mermaid that popped in the water as well. And so...
Just vanished, like my chances of getting a better job.
Well, consider the source. There's strontium. I'm not judging. Not judging.
Strawn, are you not terrified by what you just heard? The entire ship. This is like a phantom ship. This is the stuff of nightmares, I'd say. Close second would be the party that you had with all the mannequins, but...
Well, this sounds like a personal opinion to me.
Well, I mean, if I had to hazard a guess, I mean, I couldn't even say for sure, but I'm wondering if that what's that guy with the big floating head in the sky? Flameheart?
Yeah, Flameheart.
I think he stole my ship. He stole it and just poured it out to go fight his battle somewhere. That's what I think.
Wow. So you're into demonology then?
Who isn't?
Well, I mean, I don't want to brag, but...
Says the guy with a bucket of snakes. Of course he's into demonology.
Hey, me and the mannequins almost summoned Cthulhu the other night.
Hey, don't say that name 3 times. That's bad juju.
Not on air, please. What about... This is a weird segue to go from that to this, but what are your passions? What drives Japic other than the games?
What drives me? Well, in this life, honestly, about the only thing that matters, the most important thing, the only thing that matters is family. So true. I have a job. My job pays for my life and allows me to have time with my family, although I work hard enough that I don't always have as much time with them as I'd like. But it does, it did afford us to buy a townhouse last year, and we're not doing poorly. I'm hoping I'm giving them a good life. But yeah, it's all for the kids.
I sense that you are. So family. With maybe a close second being Renaissance festivals?
Oh, yep, then there's that. That's the truth is I've kind of been a pirate for many years. Gosh, I started going to Renfest when I was 16. Well, I guess that's not true. I went as a kid, but I started going almost religiously when I was 16. So, I mean, Casey and I have talked about this before. Been to a number of festivals. And
yeah, Casey has too. That's kind of something. Casey, have you been doing that for a long time?
I have not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't been to the one in Colorado yet?
No, I didn't go to one until I met Tex.
The Japic, the one in Colorado, is that medieval or is that pirates?
Uh, Officially, it's supposed to be what do they call it? A Tudor village, I think is the official, but they are not strict about who gets to come and play.
Sure.
There's some festivals that are very staunch about who gets to work there and what they get to wear and what they get to be. And if you're not in exactly period appropriate attire, then you're excused for the day. You can't be here.
Yeah, being a
But
reenactor, I've encountered that sentiment.
yeah, when it comes to our festival, I mean, at some point they had Jack Sparrow on cast. Not the Sparrow, of course. They've actually had a couple over the years, one better than another. But they've had Jack Sparrow. They've got a unicorn, fairies, all kinds of different people.
Don't you look at me when you said that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
It was a little side eye. I was hoping you wouldn't notice, but
stop checking out my co-host.
I noticed, just like people notice when I go to the Renaissance.
I don't know where you're going with that, but if the Donkey Dick Dodo comes into this again, I just
No, it's just Henry VIII gets real mad when you show up in like a Star Trek uniform. That's all I'm saying.
well, I've got to say that some of my favorite appearances from people over the year, we get all kinds of cosplayers come and play. And that's, the truth is I've never worked at the Ren Fest, and I won't work there because it's a hobby of mine. It's not a job. I never want it to be a job, something I have to go to. But I just want to go and I want to people watch and I want to see the stuff. But some of my favorite people, I mean, we've had a couple of really good Doctor Who's come through, the Doctors. The one year we had half the cast of The Walking Dead.
Wow.
We've got Klingons, stormtroopers in kilts. I mean, so many things.
That is fascinating. So yeah, they really are accepting.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can dress up in pretty much anything you want to that isn't lewd or inappropriate. There's one guy. One guy that comes and he's got this demon get up and he's got himself all painted up red and big old horns on his head and quite something. But the people watching there is
as a witch.
No.
Witchcraft.
No, it's more people posing for pictures than trying to burn him. So
that's what's wrong with this world.
I guess we're gonna bring this to a close, but before we do, would you be game for an automated test?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so these are gonna be quick round questions. So
wait. Questions? No, actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm getting
emergency broadband system.
No, I'm getting handed a piece of paper. It says I can't answer any questions without my attorney.
What about? Okay, all right. So
I'm kidding. What's up?
All right. Okay, so whatever you answer is the answer. No one can challenge it. These questions are going to be the monologue with a little bit about video games, gamers, if you will. So I guess these questions will be centered around gaming. I know you're a PC man, but Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Oof.
Wrong answer.
I'm sorry. I won't sell my soul to the corporation.
Are PC
Microsoft
players,
owns enough.
Are PC players a master race?
They certainly believe they are.
Bravo.
You are a PC player, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Preference: fan cooled or water cooled?
I'm going to go for fan. I don't trust running water through my electronics. As a pool,
go ahead.
Well, as a pool guy, I happen to know that things leak sometimes. So,
my briefs can attest to that. Sorry. In terms of allegiances, motherboard or fatherboard?
I don't even know how to answer that.
Good answer. Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
I'm surrounded by boomers.
In the realm of Mario Kart, which character are you?
Oh boy. Bowser.
Ooh, Bowser. Going for the original Koopa. Can you name 3 pretty awesome Atari games?
Awesome Atari games. Wow. Um, Pong and Joust and oh boy, I don't even remember. It's been so long.
Joust is a good one. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What about Duck Hunt? Do you shoot the dog?
Oh, every time. Many times as I could.
Did you, as a kid, go to the arcade? Not as an adult.
Absolutely.
Nice. So you're at the arcade. Which machine are your quarters stacked on?
Damn.
You
I don't
can
even
name a
know.
couple if it makes it easier.
Oh man, there was one place we went to called Boardwalk USA, and it was the most amazing place back in the '90s. And you basically, it was like a Dave and Buster's at the time, but you paid one price and you played all day long.
Oh.
There were so many good games there. I don't even remember their names though. There was one that I always gravitated back towards, and I don't even know its name. But you had to like take these pieces that were like almost like Tetris pieces and build castle walls and try to secure your fort. And then there were like a bunch of cannonballs that would shoot at you, and you'd have to repair yourself before the next wave. And I have no idea what it was even called, but I always went back to that one.
Huh.
I wish I knew what it was. I don't know what it was called.
Okay, well.
Space Invaders.
Space Invaders. I think it was different, but similar principle. Okay, have in real life or in Grand Theft Auto, have you ever taken a prostitute for her services, then killed her to get the money back?
How many times we talking here?
Not that I remember.
Fair enough. Throughout your life, do you feel that the Nintendo Power Glove has made you more powerful or less powerful?
I never had one, so I guess I was on the powerless side.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. What's the perfect snack for gaming? Especially when you were little, I guess.
Oh man, probably bag of Doritos.
That's fair. Doing the dating scene, are we looking for gamer girl, gamer virgin, gamer hater, or neutral?
Gamer girl would be preferable. Somebody who understands what the hell I'm doing here.
Understandable. And that brings us to the end of our automated test. You scored 96 out of 100. Nicely
Wow.
done.
Sweet.
John, tell him what he wins.
He wins a donkey dick dildo.
I thought you said it wasn't a dildo. Would you make up your mind?
I don't have to.
All right, folks.
You know I'm going to get a phone call about this.
Several. Japic, thank you again for making this double rainbow possible. Thanks for being on the show, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me.
More like
My
a double
pleasure.
D.
Folks, we will be back after these brief messages with a song by Ishkabibble. Stay with us.
Well, hey there, hot fudge cakes. How about an ice cream social at your place? Ice cream offers us hundreds of varieties of flavor, and it's not just a treat to eat, it's a valuable food. Builds brains, bones, breasts, boners. The absolute best ice cream is made from sweet, fresh cream. Keep it in your icebox and serve it in bowls. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream right now.
Butter. It's on your food. Sure, it costs a little more, but it's worth a lot more. Butter your bread on both sides. Toast, too. Butter buns. Butter waffles. Butter. Real butter. Make those eggs slip and slide. Make those potatoes yellow. And when it comes to making butter crust pie, the cheap spread won't work. Spend the extra 6 cents on butter. My 6 cents tells me the hubby will appreciate it. The kids will thank you. And yes, even your cardiologist will thank you for butter beans. Butter asparagus. Butter. Sure, it costs a little more, but it's worth a lot more. This message brought to you by the American Dairy Association.
We all know that Super Duper Mart is more than just low prices and quality products. We're a part of your family. And as part of our Super Duper family, even creepy Uncle Larry here, we proudly offer you affordable groceries and homewares at the lowest prices imaginable. So low, in fact, you're practically stealing from us. And considering our analytics from the last quarter, at least 12% of you do. Our clean stores and friendly professional staff are ready to fulfill your every shopping need. And remember, Super Duper Deal Days are back again. For a limited time only, get Saddle Up Salisbury Steak for only $44.99. Buy 3, get the 4th box on us. Hurry while supplies last to get Blamco Mac and Cheese, $24.99 a box. We've dropped the price on America's favorite breakfast cereal, now only $64.99. And just in time for the holidays, take home a brand new Radiation King Addicta for only $37,999. Come over and see your family and friends at Super Duper Mart. And remember, when you need everything from groceries to electronics, gardening supplies to home decor, Super Duper Mart has it all.
When you tap into the smooth, ultra-maxi flavor of a Grey Tortoise cigarette, you open doors to high adventure. In a world that's telling you to hunker down, you're saying, fuck it, I'll have a cigarette. You're the captain, and the world is your vessel. But what happens when a buxy bosun's mate absconds with your treasure? A man's boat is important to him. Almost as important as his favorite brand, cigarette. Grey Tortoise, famous cigarettes with their smooth, ultra-maxi flavor. Indulgence and necessity, cancer in every drag, but not too harsh. And every time you spark up a Grey Tortoise, you open new doors to high adventure. Look who made captain. Experience Grey Tortoise's smooth, ultra-maxi flavor for yourself by purchasing a carton. Or bum them off of strangers.
Thank you, folks, and welcome back to the program. I want to take a moment and reiterate what an absolute pleasure it was having Japic O'Death on the late stream. And that extends to Reggie Smokes, too. To friends of the show that are always welcome here. So if the opportunity ever arises and you want to come back on, just let us know. It would be our privilege. And if you would like to be a guest of the show, let me tell you what to do. Right there in the live chat, make your intentions known, or wait to the conclusion of this stream and mention it in the comments. However, perhaps the most efficient way of getting booked on the show is to contact me via Discord, and we'll get the ball rolling from there. For those of you that already have wardrobes set aside for your appearance, frankly, it's just a matter of you letting us know what weekend you'll be available. If you want to say, hey, I'll be on the next available show, let us know. And what that will entail is perhaps a commitment of one night in the preceding week, that week preceding said weekend, that we would set aside to record a segment. And that's all there is to it, really. So consider it, if you will. It would be our honor to have you on the late stream. And it is also my honor to introduce tonight's musical guest. Folks, Ishkabibble is a Columbus band that regretfully is no longer together, but when they were, they brought the house down. This band always appealed to me growing up. I love to go check out their shows. I hope you don't mind rockabilly, and if you do, I implore you to give these guys a chance. They're good. From their album, Hair Do's and Don'ts, it's Ishkabibble with Chicken on a Stick. Cue it up. Take it away, boys.
Hey,
Alrighty, folks, that brings us to the end of our program. Again, I want to say thank you to Japic Odeth and to Reggie Smokes for being on the show, and of course, the musical stylings of Ishkabibble. Strawn, do you anticipate any more trouble with the police?
Depends on if you want there to be any more trouble with the police. We
Oh,
already know
you do?
what has happened.
Okay, you totally suspect that I called. I see.
You're going to wake up one morning and find a mannequin head in your bed.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, well, Strawn, good working with you again. Folks, thanks for being here. We're going to bring this big show to a close. Until next time, I'm Otto, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Join us on our next show when we'll have a guest in the title and musical performance in the description. Good night.
I'm grateful.
Folks, we have reached the end of our broadcast day for Friday, October 22nd, 2077, here at OMG Television Studios, Boston. We sincerely thank you for tuning in and hope that you will join us again tomorrow. And now, our national anthem.